Good afternoon. In the Episcopal Church 101 today, I would like to talk about the church center of the Protestant Episcopal Church of the United States. That is our official name. And in that, I would like to talk specifically about the Office of Government Relations. Our church headquarters, administrative headquarters, is located at 815 2nd Avenue in New York, just behind the United Nations. The Episcopal Church owns the 11-story building there, and some of the floors right now are looking for new tenants, as the church has shrunk considerably since the building was built in 1963 at the peak of Episcopal Church membership nationwide. This is where the presiding bishop's office is located. There have been some proposals at our General Convention to sell or lease the building and move the headquarters. And I have offered for several years to have the Protestant Episcopal Church of the USA move its headquarters to Muskogee, where the real estate is much cheaper and people who work for the national church would then actually be excited about doing their jobs instead of living in New York City. So far, I haven't had any takers. Now, while the operational focus of the church is in New York, the spiritual and political center of the church is in Washington, D.C., at the National Cathedral. I served there as an adjunct priest for about a year before coming to Muskogee, and it's a fantastic place in many respects. But also in Washington, D.C., is a little-known Office of Government Relations of the Episcopal Church. It's a kind of ersatz lobbying arm for the church. And although we don't do any real lobbying for political interest and so forth, or business interest, and I might add that all churches have these kinds of offices in the nation's capital. When I knew the person in charge there, it was the priest who preceded me in Annapolis at a big church. He had zero lobbying or legal background, so I was not sure how he got that plum position. Our office in Washington is not there to help Congress write laws, but to remind them of the teachings and values of Jesus. The Lord knows that these people could use a lot more than just a reminder. I'm thankful that our church has such a ministry. And given the upcoming election, I commend to your reading an article in May 2020 from the Episcopal Church Office of Government Relations that is relevant to our task of electing the next leader. I leave the website linkage in the text of this article. So the 10 Commandments requires us to tell the truth. Jesus and Paul admonish us not to gossip, and Jesus says that we should answer simply yes or no to questions. So I encourage you, please vote in this election today.